What up guys? I am starting a series called the Poor Kid Meal Series, and so what we're going to be doing on this is taking pretty much nothing that we have in the kitchen, because I know you go and open the cupboards and open the fridge and there's nothing in there and you're like, what do I eat? What can I have? So I'm going to show you what you can make out of nothing and have an actual meal and have something to eat so you're not starving and you can get through the day and just kind of survive. So today's episode, we're going to start with a cheese sandwich. So I have a couple of varieties of the cheese sandwich that I'm going to be making. So if you guys don't have a particular ingredient, but you have this ingredient, then you can make it with this. Or we could just do bare bones of just nothing and just have cheese or bread or etc. I'm going to start with an actual sandwich. Okay, so we got our cheese out of the fridge. And if you get the cheese out of the fridge and it's got spots on it, it's got mold, that's okay. You can still eat it by cutting it off. Weird, right? So that's the great thing about cheese, is that even though it has a little bit of mold on it, it's only the surface that has mold on it, and you can just cut it away. You can see the spots, so you can just take your knife and you can cut it off. And now there's no more spots. If you're trying to maximize your amount of food that you're going to be having, you can just cut a few thin slices away. I mean, if your knife gets moldy, just go and wash it and then come back to slicing it. And then if it's moldy on the edges, or was, go ahead and slice the edges off too. So hypothetically, let's say there was a little bit of mold here. You just come in and you cut just a nice little thin slice right off. And that's all you need to do to get rid of the mold. And now we can get back to making our sandwich. And when you're making this sandwich, there's always the heel of the bread. Always. Your sisters don't eat it, your brothers don't eat it, nobody eats it, it usually gets thrown away. This part is a guarantee that you'll always have something to eat, because no one ever eats it. I didn't have a problem with eating the heel, just because I was hungry and I needed something to eat. And so, also, if you just have one slice, perfect, that's fine. What we're gonna do is slice it in half. And now you have two pieces to make one. So don't go too thick on your cheese sandwich, because again, it's just going to be a little bit monotonous trying to chew the thing, but go as thick as you need depending on how hungry you are. So yeah, if you wanted to use like a chunk like this, that's a bit ridiculous. A couple thin slices would be just fine. So here's another one. It's probably an eighth inch thick, and so that's how that's going to look on our sandwich. Not too bad. Right? And I think this is probably a good thickness for a regular cheese sandwich. And there you go. You can just like that and then eat it like that. But if you have it and you like to spice things up a little bit, mayonnaise is nice. You can put mayonnaise on it and have a nice mayonnaise with cheese sandwich. But if you don't have mayonnaise, that's okay too, because then you can also just do it with mustard. If you don't like mustard, don't add too much, or just don't eat with it. But if you like mustard, just to have just a little bit, because if you add too much, it's gonna get a little wild and you're not gonna enjoy it. And there you go. Now you have a mayo mustard cheese sandwich. Ta-da! And if you don't have any of that, if you do not have mayonnaise or mustard, I have a secret ingredient. Peanut butter. So you can take peanut butter and put it on your bread with your cheese and eat it just like that. Let's try it. So we have our heel of bread. We're gonna do another half. We're gonna take our cheese, slice our cheese. Try not to cut your fingers. There we go. Cut it to fit on here. Okay. Now we have our cheese. Now it's time for peanut butter. Now keep in mind, this is survival food. When you have literally nothing and you have to make something out of nothing. I think this is a great recipe. I actually enjoy cheese sandwiches. They're pretty good. Even just by themselves with no mayo or mustard. It's just what you have. And yeah, this is something to get you through the day and go out and play with your friends, or just kind of do what you can to stay alive. All right, let's give the mayo mustard sandwich a try. Yeah, it's just a normal cheese sandwich. Now the peanut butter one is an interesting one. I actually haven't tried this before. It's actually something I just thought of on the fly. So let's give it a shot. You would think it's a weird combination, but it's not. It's not at all. Like, you can't, you just have to try it. It's, I don't want to say it's like candy, but, the peanut butter actually adds, like, a nice, like, sweetness to the cheese. It's weird. Here, let's try another one. This is way better than that. That is crazy. Okay. So if you want to make a good cheese sandwich, the peanut butter one is my vote. But if you don't have peanut butter, go ahead and make this one. Totally fine either way, but I think you guys are gonna like the peanut butter cheese sandwich. I hope this video helped you guys going through a tough time and trying to figure out what you can eat and when there's nothing in the fridge. And so this is what this whole series is gonna be about. So I'm here for you guys. Enjoy your cheese sandwich and whatever else we're going to be making in the next few episodes. Like, comment, and subscribe. Take care.